Low-Wage LMIA in Canada. A path for families or a roadblock to success? Welcome back to Canada Chronicles. Today, we're diving into a critical topic that impacts thousands of foreign workers hoping to build a life in Canada. If you've been following recent immigration updates, you know things are changing fast. In this video, we're breaking down the Low-Wage LMIA process, what it means for foreign workers and their families, and the challenges they face in securing stability in Canada. From stricter rules on spousal open work permits to the harsh realities of Canada's housing crisis, we'll explore whether the Low-Wage LMIA is truly a path to success or a roadblock to achieving the Canadian dream. But that's not all. Stay tuned until the end, because we'll also discuss the new rules for temporary foreign workers and answer a burning question: is Canada closing the door on low-wage immigration? Before we dive in, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important updates on Canadian immigration and beyond. Let's get started. The reality of low-wage LMIA. What it means for workers and employers. In Canada, the Labour Market Impact Assessment is a key tool that helps employers hire foreign workers when no local labour is available. This assessment shows that hiring a foreign worker won't negatively affect the Canadian job market. However, not all LMIAs are equal. Low-wage LMIAs apply to jobs that offer wages below the provincial median. These LMIAs target industries like hospitality, agriculture, and retail, which tend to rely heavily on temporary foreign workers and permanent residents due to labor shortages. The LMIA process requires employers to first advertise the job to Canadians and permanent residents, proving that no local worker can fill the position. Once approved, foreign workers apply for a work permit. However, the real question is whether a low-wage LMIA offers a stable life for workers and their families, or whether it sets up more hurdles than success. Challenges of low-wage LMIA for workers. For many foreign workers, getting a work permit in Canada brings the promise of a better life. But low-wage jobs, such as those in food service, general labor, and personal care, come with unique challenges. These roles are vital to the economy but often pay less than the provincial median wage, making it difficult for workers, especially those supporting families, to meet the high cost of living. One major issue for workers in these positions is the limited earning potential. The wages fall below the median income in many provinces, creating financial struggles that affect day-to-day living. Housing costs, healthcare, and education for children all become challenging expenses, particularly in cities like Toronto and Vancouver, where living costs continue to rise. In addition to financial difficulties, while Canada's healthcare system is accessible, there are often long wait times for non-emergency care. For families dependent on one low-wage income, these wait times can add additional stress. Spousal open work permits. Increasingly restrictive. Spouses of low-wage temporary foreign workers once had the option to apply for open work permits, giving them the ability to work for any employer in Canada. However, with new policy changes introduced in 2023 and 2024, this option is being restricted, especially for spouses of workers in low-wage jobs. This has created a significant roadblock for families that depend on two incomes to manage the cost of living in Canada. Without the ability for the spouse to work, many families face financial hardship, reducing the attractiveness of low-wage LMIA positions as a long-term immigration solution. These changes aim to protect job opportunities for Canadian citizens and permanent residents but can put foreign workers and their families in difficult financial situations. Housing crisis and its impact on low-wage workers. Canada is currently grappling with a housing affordability crisis. Rents and home prices are reaching record highs in many areas, and this is a huge concern for low-wage foreign workers. In cities like Toronto and Vancouver, finding affordable housing is becoming more difficult by the day. Workers in low-wage jobs often struggle to secure suitable housing for their families, leading to overcrowded living conditions or long commutes from less expensive areas. Foreign workers arrive in Canada with dreams of a stable and prosperous life, but the realities of housing costs can quickly diminish those hopes. Many are forced to spend a significant portion of their income on rent, leaving little for other necessities. For low-wage workers, this creates a substantial obstacle to bringing their families to Canada. Provincial differences. Navigating wage gaps across Canada. One important factor for low-wage LMIA workers is the variation in wage standards between provinces. Every province in Canada sets its own median wage, which greatly impacts which jobs are classified as low-wage. For example, a job considered low-wage in Ontario might be classified differently in New Brunswick. This discrepancy affects where foreign workers might settle, as some provinces are more willing to sponsor foreign workers, while others offer higher earning potential. Workers must carefully consider which province they choose to work in, as lower wages in some regions may further limit their financial stability, especially if they are trying to support a family. Thanks for staying with us this far. We appreciate your time and hope you're finding this information valuable. Now, let's dive into a question that could reshape the future of immigration in Canada. Is Canada closing the door on low-wage immigration? In response to growing concerns about job opportunities for Canadian citizens and permanent residents, the Canadian government has introduced stricter rules for low-wage temporary foreign workers. These policies aim to manage labor market pressures, particularly in regions where unemployment remains high and local workers are struggling to find jobs. Among these restrictions is the change to spousal open work permits, which many families relied on for additional income. With these changes, it is becoming increasingly difficult for low-wage foreign workers to thrive, leaving many to wonder whether low-wage immigration is still a viable path to building a life in Canada. While the government defends these changes as necessary to protect Canadian jobs, the lack of a second income for many families puts additional financial strain on foreign workers. This raises a crucial question: is Canada limiting opportunities for low-wage workers by making it harder for them to support their families? Permanent residency. Is it really an option? One potential benefit of entering Canada through a low-wage LMIA is the chance to apply for permanent residency. Programs such as the Provincial Nominee program and certain federal immigration streams allow foreign workers to gain Canadian work experience and eventually apply for PR. However, low-wage workers face significant hurdles. Canada's express entry system heavily favors high-skilled workers, and low-wage workers may find it difficult to score enough points to qualify for permanent residency. Even with Canadian work experience, factors such as lower wages, limited education, or language proficiency can make it difficult for low-wage workers to meet the requirements. This can be especially frustrating for families looking to establish long-term roots in Canada. Many come with the expectation that permanent residency is achievable, but the reality may be more challenging. Possible solutions for low-wage workers and their families. Despite the challenges, there are some potential solutions for low-wage workers seeking success in Canada. 1. Provincial nominee programs. Some provinces offer pathways tailored specifically to low-wage workers in sectors experiencing labor shortages. The Atlantic Immigration Program is one such program, aimed at boosting populations and workforces in Canada's Atlantic provinces. 2. Upskilling and language training. Low-wage workers can improve their chances of permanent residency by upgrading their skills and improving their language proficiency. This can significantly boost their immigration points and make it easier to transition to PR. 3. Exploring regional opportunities. Foreign workers might consider working in provinces where the cost of living is lower and job competition is less fierce. Smaller cities or regions outside of major urban centers may offer better financial prospects for low-wage workers and their families. 4. Community support networks. Canada has strong immigrant communities that offer invaluable support. From housing assistance to job searches, these networks can help foreign workers and their families settle more easily into life in Canada. Challenges and opportunities. As we've explored today, the low-wage LMIA can be both a stepping stone and a challenge for foreign workers aiming to build a future in Canada. From the strict restrictions on spousal open work permits to the overwhelming housing affordability crisis, these factors make it clear that low-wage immigration is not an easy path. However, with programs like provincial nominee programs and opportunities for upskilling, there are ways to turn these obstacles into opportunities. If you're considering this route, it's vital to plan strategically, keep up with the latest policy changes, and take advantage of every resource available to you. With determination and the right approach, success in Canada is still possible, even in the face of these new challenges. Thanks for watching this in-depth look at the low-wage LMIA and what it means for foreign workers and their families. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe to Canada Chronicles for more updates on immigration and life in Canada. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you stay up to date with the latest immigration news and changes. Have any questions or thoughts? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay informed and take care.